guys, welcome to Keeping It Simple Crafts. I hope everyone is doing good. Today I am going to make a fun Christmas wreath using the 6-inch Dollar Tree Deco mesh and 2 of their new 14-inch candy cane wreath forms. For this oval shaped wreath, you're going to need 2 of the 14-inch Dollar Tree candy cane wreath forms. You're going to need some zip ties, and I believe the 14-inch are new for this year. You'll have to let me know. I've never seen them at my store in the past, so I think they're new. You're also going to need one of these adorable Gnome Merry Christmas signs from Dollar Tree. You're going to need 9 rolls of the Dollar Tree 6-inch mesh. So 9 rolls total of the mesh. You do not have to get yours all the same color if you do not want to, but I decided to make mine solid red. You're also going to need some decorative Christmas picks for this wreath, and I picked up all of my picks at Hobby Lobby when they were on sale 40% off in the Christmas aisle. You will also need some zip ties, some pipe cleaners, and you'll want to cut your pipe cleaners in half, wire cutters, your scissors, your hot glue gun and glue sticks, and some ribbon with wire. First, you're going to take your 2 14-inch candy cane wreath forms and you're going to want to zip tie them together. Just kind of bend them and shape them into an oval shape and then zip tie them together. Now I did add several zip ties. I think I added 2 on the left, 2 on the right, and then I went back with a larger zip tie just to make sure everything stayed in place, but that probably wasn't necessary. Next, you're going to want to open 3 rolls of your 6-inch Deco mesh. We're going to be using the bubble method. So open 3 rolls, stack 1 layer on top of the other. So once you have all 3 layers of your 6-inch mesh stacked on top of each other, you're going to pinch it together, and you'll want to take a zip tie or a pipe cleaner, and you're going to go to a crossbar on your oval wreath, and you're going to zip tie the mesh securely to your oval wreath form. Once you have it zip tied on, then trim off the extra part of the zip tie, and then now we're ready to start making bubbles. So it's very important that you keep your mesh nice and flat and not let it get twisted up. So you want to keep it all in order. So remember, what stays on top, keep it on top throughout the whole wreath process. The one in the middle stays in the middle, the one on the bottom stays on the bottom. Take your hand, slide it down your mesh, kind of rolling the outer edges inward, make a bubble about 8 inches. We're going to be using the center 2 wires only. So take your bubble, and you're going to want to take a pipe cleaner that you cut in half and secure your mesh to your oval frame. Remember, just those 2 middle wires is all you're going to be using. So wrap your pipe cleaner around your mesh, go to the back, give the pipe cleaner a few twists, and then fold it down. Now you've made your first bubble. Push it forward. Now you're going to want to try to make all of your bubbles the same size, so about 8 inches. So you're just going to slide your hand down it, about 8 inches or 9, make a bubble, take a pipe cleaner, wrap it around the mesh, only using those center 2 wires, go to the back, give those pipe cleaners a few twists, fold them down, then push your bubble forward. Same steps, keep your mesh in order, let out some of your mesh. Remember, keep the one on top, the one in the middle, and the one on bottom. Try not to let them get twisted. Slide your hand down it, make an 8 or 9 inch bubble, secure it to your oval wreath form. Now you're going to want to get 5 or 6 bubbles in the straight sections on the oval wreath. On the ends where the wreath curves, you will want to get 8 or 9 bubbles in those sections, but in the straight sections, 5 or 6. Okay guys, so this is how it looks with 9 full rolls of the 6-inch Dollar Tree Deco mesh. So it's nice and full and fluffy. Now I like to separate my loops. So the one that's on the bottom, I pull it to the left or the inner circle. The one that's in the middle stays in the middle. The one that's on the top, I pull it to the outer circle or the right. So the one that's on the bottom goes to the inner circle. The one that's in the middle stays in the middle. The one on top goes to the outer circle. Now you don't have to do this perfectly because it's nice and full and fluffy, and it's not really going to show unless you used 3 different colors of mesh. Now if you use 3 different colors, then you're going to want to be consistent on which one you pull to the left, which one you keep in the center, and which one you pull to the outer circle. So I like to go all the way around my wreath, separating the loops, and it just makes it nice and full and fluffy. This is optional. You do not have to do this step because it's beautiful before you fluff it. I have done this method on several round wreaths. I have done it with 3 different colors, 2 different colors, 1 color. So if you'd like for me to link one of those tutorials for you, just let me know in the comments section and I'll link a tutorial for you because it turns out so pretty when you use more than 1 color. Next, I cut 7 strips of ribbon at 16 inches and we're going to make a bow. Fold 1 strip in half, then move down about 3 inches and pinch it together to make your first loop. Same steps, take a strip of ribbon, fold it in half, move down about 3 inches, make another loop and set it on top of your first loop, and you're going to continue this same process until you have done all 7 loops. Next, you're going to want to take a wire or a pipe cleaner or zip tie, go right above your fingers and zip tie your loops together nice and tight. Now you have a bow, and then you'll want to dovetail all the tails, fold your ribbon in half with the edges to the left side, go to the folded side, cut away from the fold, and that makes the pretty V on the ends. Do that to all the ends. Then you're going to want to spread some of your ends around so that they're not all bunched up together, and then you're going to want to fluff the loops of your bow. I also have lots of bow tutorials on my channel, so if you're wanting a big funky bow or loopy bow, just let me know and I can link one of those tutorials for you in the comments section. So this is what it looks like when you have your loops fluffed, and you'll want to use ribbon with wire to make your bow, and this is 1.5 inch width ribbon with wire from Sam's Club. So now we're ready to make a little swag. Now I did tie 2 bows because I thought I was going to use one for the top and one for the bottom, but I only ended up going with the 1 bow. To make your swag, you're going to put 1 pick on the left, 1 on the right, overlapping the stems. Don't forget to fluff your flowers, and these came from Hobby Lobby when they were running their 40% off sale. So overlap the stems, and then I'm taking these cute Christmas picks, putting 1 on the left, 1 on the right, overlapping the stem. Then you'll want to take a zip tie and zip tie your little swag nice and tight together. And then for the bow, I took a piece of floral wire, threaded it through the zip tie so that I could wrap it nice and tight around this little swag. My sign, I just hot glued some pipe cleaners onto the back of the sign, and now I'm connecting, I'm just threading the pipe cleaners through the mesh and connecting the pipe cleaners to the wreath form on the left side and the right side. You will kind of have to separate your bubbles to thread your pipe cleaners through, then go the back and twist the pipe cleaners. Okay, and here I'm taking the bow and I'm just attaching it to the swag, and remember I said I just thread a piece of floral wire through the zip tie so that I could use it to attach it. Keep your bow wires long because you're going to take those wires and you're going to thread them through the Deco mesh, then go to the back of the wreath, twist the wires and fold them down and cut them off short. Now remember, thread your wires through the mesh, don't go around it because you do not want to change the shape of your wreath. So just be patient and work those wires through your mesh, and I'm using 20 gauge floral wire. And this is the way it looks with the little swag added below the gnome sign. Very cute. Next, I decided to add some Dollar Tree Christmas foam scatter, and I just hot glued some snowflakes on, so just be very careful when you're using your hot glue. And that's it, guys. I hung it on my front door, so you'll have to let me know what you think of using 2 candy canes to make an oval wreath. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, share it, and leave me a comment.